Kyber V2 is probably the best thing that has ever happened to Star Wars Battlefront 2. A community effort taking the reins of an almost 10-year-old game and turning it into what's basically a brand new Battlefront 3 is practically unheard of. Now, in its current state, it's obviously an open alpha, and I know that they have a roadmap that plans out some features, but personally, I think I have a vision for what this could become because the potential here is just about limitless. So imagine for me, if you will, that in the near distant future, Battlefront 2 becomes super duper popular again, whether that's from a sale or a resurgence or whatever happens. As a new player, playing the vanilla game is very fun, but your friends keep telling you that you have got to get Kyber V2 if you truly want to have a great experience. Your friends keep telling you about a server they play on with a really fun community and a great group of people. So after installing it and getting the proper mods, you hop in and have what's probably the funnest Battlefront experience you've had in your life. Your friends were right. The server is great, the community is awesome, and most of all, bad actors are kept out, immediately being banned as soon as the moderator realizes they're ruining the experience. The different game modes, both official and player created, keep the gameplay loop fresh and people staying on for as long as possible, all while still retaining the original spirit of Star Wars Battlefront 2 and thus creating a flourishing community which, despite its ups and downs, can still average around 10,000 concurrent players. And if all this sounds amazing, well, guess what? It's actually a pretty realistic thing that can be achieved. And the reason why I say that is because a dev team in similar size and passion to Kyber has already done it. It just wasn't done with Battlefront 2. So let me introduce you to a game in similar size to Star Wars Battlefront 2 known as SCP Secret Laboratory. Some of you may have heard of this game as it's been extensively covered by content creators and streamers alike due to the fact that it is just a really funny game to watch. And while I'm not going to go over the game's mechanics and gameplay loop, what I am going to go over is its social and back-end setup, because the way it structures its community landscape allows it to retain an insane amount of players for what should be a pretty dead niche game. So what does it do that Kyber can emulate? The answer? Community servers. Now, I know you're probably going to go to my comment section and say, Commander Garius, they already have community servers. What do you want about? You have absolutely nothing to add to this conversation. But the way those community servers work are specifically what's known as peer-to-peer, which means that it's hosted on someone else's computer, and when that host leaves the game, the server gets shut down. Moderation tools are still limited, with the host being the only person who can ban people, so unless you want to have a host who's on 24/7, those actual Kyber 24/7 servers are usually just run AFK. But the way that SCP Secret Laboratory does it is a bit different. The way they do it is through dedicated servers, which can stay up 24/7 and be joined at any time. And instead of running every single server on the browser themselves, the devs actually give the community the power to host these dedicated servers by paying server providers or hosting them themselves. Now, besides the luxury of not having to be in game 24/7, these owners can actually build out their own communities of moderation teams, which can be extremely helpful. So combining that with custom rule sets means that there's a server for everyone regardless of playstyle. Additionally, these owners can implement custom plugins similar to how we do it on Nexus mods, which can completely change the way that some aspects of the game work and completely flip how the gameplay loop operates. Like, imagine an owner having a plugin that combines both Supremacy and Starship Assault to create one giant capital Supremacy game mode where both air and ground battles can be fought during the first phase and the ship can be blown up from both inside and out the second phase. And circling back to moderation, if someone has a problem in the server or if someone's breaking the server rules, then instead of the moderation falling to the Kyber devs, users can simply report the player to the owner and their moderation team can take care of it instead. Plus, if that player breaks the Kyber rules, such as installing and using hacks, the owner themselves can simply forward the case over to a Kyber moderator who can then access the actual priority reports instead of people just being toxic. And as an added bonus, dedicated servers can help out content creators as well, because having full control over Battlefront 2 means the game basically becomes a sandbox for content creators to do whatever they want in. And I think we could see some genuinely awesome pieces of content that could once again help Battlefront 2 get even more players. But that's really all I have to say about this. It's still a pretty small vision, and I do think it is possible. But if you or any Kyber devs have any criticisms or pushback, then please just tell me, because I really would like to have my ideas challenged. Still though, that's really it for me. So thank you all for watching. I hope you did enjoy this. If you want to see more, then please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. And yeah, with that being said, this has been your Commander Garius, signing out.